The morning sun streamed through the large windows of the naval base cafeteria, casting long shadows across the polished floors. Breakfast chatter filled the room, laughter, the clinking of plates, and the low hum of conversations blending together into a comforting yet chaotic symphony. Among the sea of uniformed personnel, a young woman sat quietly at a table near the corner, sipping her black coffee and trying not to draw attention. Her name was Lieutenant Samantha Sam Hayes, one of the newest members of the SEALs. Her arms were bare beneath the short sleeves of her uniform, revealing the intricate tattoo that snaked across her left shoulder and bicep, a detailed design of an eagle clutching arrows, entwined with waves and stars, symbolizing strength, resilience, and a love for the ocean. The artwork wasn't just decoration, it was a map of her life's trials, a visual representation of the battles she had fought both in and out of uniform. But this morning, the tattoo became a target. A group of male SEALs, some older and some fresh out of training, noticed it as they passed her table. "Whoa, check out the arm art," one of them said loudly, leaning closer with a smirk. "Did the nursery draw that for you, or did you have to Google warrior tattoo first?" Another chuckled, his voice dripping with condescension. "Yeah, looks fierce, for a girl." Sam didn't flinch. She had dealt with skepticism and underestimation her entire life, especially in spaces dominated by men. Yet, the cafeteria felt unusually tense, as if the usual camaraderie had shifted into a subtle battlefield. She took a calm sip of her coffee, letting her piercing gaze meet theirs without saying a word. One of them, clearly trying to escalate, leaned even closer and said, "You really think that makes you tough? You're just a pretty arm wrapped in ink." A ripple of laughter followed, echoing off the walls. Sam's jaw tightened. She could have retorted, could have snapped back with a biting comment that would have shut them down verbally. But she had learned early on that true power wasn't in words, it was in action, in proof, in letting others realize their mistake the hard way. At that moment, the cafeteria door opened, and a hush seemed to sweep across the room. Commander James Callahan, a towering figure known for his rigorous standards and sharp mind, entered. His presence alone commanded respect, his reputation preceding him. The chatter dwindled as all eyes turned toward him. He moved with deliberate steps, scanning the room until his gaze landed on Sam. He approached her table, paused, and then saluted. Sam froze for a fraction of a second, taken aback. In the SEALs, a salute was not just a formal gesture, it was an acknowledgement of merit, of accomplishment, of respect earned. The men who had been mocking her now went silent, the laughter dying in their throats as their smirks faded into uncertainty. The commander's voice cut through the silence, low but firm. "Lieutenant Hayes." "Yes, sir," Sam replied, returning the salute instinctively. He nodded, a hint of a smile touching the corners of his lips. "Keep that tattoo. Wear it with pride. It tells a story that a lot of people in this room could never understand. You've earned it." And just like that, the room fell still. The mockery evaporated under the weight of genuine respect, leaving only stunned silence. Sam felt a surge of quiet triumph. She had never sought validation from others, but acknowledgement from someone of Commander Callahan's caliber was a different kind of vindication. The men who had been mocking her shifted uneasily, avoiding eye contact. Some muttered half-hearted apologies, though it was clear they weren't entirely sincere. Sam ignored them. She had learned long ago that the approval of the doubtful mattered far less than the self-respect she carried in every action, every decision, every mission she undertook. Breakfast continued around her, the noise slowly resuming, but the atmosphere had changed. Sam noticed subtle nods from a few of her peers who had witnessed the incident. They understood that something had shifted, that respect had been commanded not by words but by presence and proven capability. Later that day, Sam found herself in the training yard, running drills with her team. Her movements were precise, fluid, and decisive, each action reflecting years of discipline and rigorous training. Every push-up, every maneuver, every tactical decision reinforced what the commander's salute had already conveyed. She was not just another face in the ranks. She was a SEAL, fully capable, and undeniably worthy of her place. During a break, one of the men who had mocked her approached tentatively. "Hey, about this morning," he began, scratching the back of his neck nervously. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I guess I underestimated." Sam looked at him, her expression unreadable for a moment. Then she nodded, her voice calm but firm. "It's not about what you think. It's about what you can do when it matters. Don't waste time mocking. Focus on proving yourself. He nodded quickly, swallowing hard, and walked away, leaving Sam to her thoughts. She knew that in this world, respect had to be earned continuously, it wasn't a one-time acknowledgement. But she also knew that the small victories, the moments when others realized the depth of her skill and character, were worth every challenge faced. A few weeks later, Sam was deployed on her first field operation as part of an elite SEAL team. The mission was complex and high stakes, hostage rescue in hostile territory. The team moved under the cover of night, silent and coordinated, each member trusting implicitly in the other's abilities. As the team approached the target, Sam took her position on a rooftop overlooking the compound. Her rifle was steady, her focus absolute. She identified 12 hostiles guarding the perimeter, each one unaware of the precise threat she posed. In a swift and calculated sequence, Sam neutralized the targets, ensuring the safety of the hostages below. Her actions were methodical, decisive, and flawless, a testament to her training and her indomitable spirit. When the mission concluded, the hostages were safe, and the team regrouped at the extraction point. Commander Callahan arrived shortly thereafter, his presence bringing a sense of closure and recognition. He scanned the team, then fixed his gaze on Sam. Without a word, he saluted again, this time with an intensity that conveyed not just respect, but acknowledgement of the courage, skill, and precision she had demonstrated under pressure. The team witnessed the exchange in silence, understanding implicitly that Sam had earned not just the commander's respect, but the respect of every SEAL present. Her tattoo, once a source of ridicule, now symbolized a story of courage, resilience, and triumph that no one could doubt. In the days that followed, the cafeteria incident became a quiet legend among the base personnel. The men who had mocked her learned a valuable lesson in humility, and others who had doubted her found themselves inspired by her unwavering dedication and skill. Sam continued her work, never boasting, never seeking the spotlight, but the recognition she received resonated more deeply than any words could convey. Back at the base, as she cleaned her gear and prepared for the next mission, Sam traced the eagle tattoo on her arm absent-mindedly. Each curve and line held memories of challenges overcome, of battles fought both externally and within herself. The ink on her skin told a story she carried silently, but the salute of a SEAL commander had made that story undeniable to the world around her. Her colleagues now treated her with a mixture of respect and admiration, understanding that her capabilities extended far beyond appearances. Sam moved through the base with quiet confidence, aware that her journey was just beginning, but strengthened by the affirmation that true strength and skill would always command recognition. Even years later, the memory of that breakfast remained vivid in Sam's mind. It was a reminder that judgment often precedes understanding, and that perseverance and excellence are the most effective answers to skepticism. The salute she received that morning was more than a formal gesture, it was a declaration that she belonged, that her contributions mattered, and that she had earned her place among the elite. Every time she glanced at her tattoo, she smiled faintly, remembering how ridicule had transformed into respect, how silence had replaced mockery, and how a single acknowledgement from someone she admired had affirmed everything she believed about herself. It became a personal mantra: confidence rooted in ability, strength proven through action, and dignity maintained despite doubt. Her story, shared quietly among peers and eventually in official briefings, inspired new recruits and veterans alike. The tale of the woman mocked for her tattoo, who earned the salute of a SEAL commander, became a symbol of resilience, courage, and the unspoken understanding that excellence cannot be undermined by words alone. In the quiet moments before missions, when the base was still and the ocean glimmered in the distance, Sam would often sit by the water, reflecting on her journey. The tattoo remained, vivid and proud, a constant reminder of the challenges she had faced, the respect she had earned, and the strength that carried her forward. Through every operation, every training session, every moment of doubt from others or even from herself, she carried the lesson learned that morning: mockery is fleeting, but skill, courage, and integrity endure. And in the SEAL community, where actions speak louder than words, those qualities ensured that silence would always fall when it mattered most. The story of Lieutenant Samantha Hayes became more than just a tale of a tattoo and a salute. It became a testament to the power of perseverance, the importance of self-belief, and the undeniable truth that respect is earned, not given. And for those who witnessed it, it was a lesson in humility, in courage, and in recognizing that true strength often lies in the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth and refuses to let others define it. As the sun set over the naval base, casting a golden hue across the water, Sam stood on the deck, her gaze fixed on the horizon. The eagle on her arm seemed almost alive in the fading light, a silent guardian and a symbol of everything she had fought for and everything she would continue to defend. She had faced mockery, doubt, and skepticism, and she had emerged not just unbroken, but stronger, commanding respect through every choice, every action, and every moment of courage. The SEAL commander's salute had been brief, yet its impact was enduring. It was a reminder that integrity, skill, and resilience could turn ridicule into reverence, and that one individual's dedication could shift the perception of an entire room, or even an entire team. Sam knew that her journey would continue, but she also knew that she had already proven something essential: that strength, when paired with courage, is undeniable, and that the respect of those who truly matter is earned through action, not words. Her tattoo remained a permanent testament to the battles fought, the lessons learned, and the victories earned. And every time she glanced at it, she remembered that morning in the cafeteria, the mocking laughter, the tense silence, and the profound weight of a single, earned salute. It was more than a mark on her skin. It was a declaration of who she was, what she stood for, and the legacy she was creating. One mission, one action, and one quiet moment of triumph at a time. Her world's stories were not written in ink alone, but in every life she touched, every mission she completed, and every silent victory she achieved. And as she walked back into the base, ready to face whatever came next, she did so with a confidence that no mockery could shake, no doubt could diminish, and no obstacle could overcome.